Hello students, today we will learn chapter 5 Pronouns part 2. In this part, we will learn about the reflexive and emphatic pronouns. The question arises, what are reflexive and emphatic pronouns? Reflexive pronoun is used with an active voice verb in order to reflect the action of the verb based on the subject, the antecedent. Emphatic pronouns accompanies its antecedent in order to accentuate its action state. Reflexive and emphatic pronouns take different positions within the sentence structure. We use a reflexive pronoun when we want to refer back to the subject of the sentence or clause. Reflexive pronouns end in self, singular, or selves in plural. These are 8 reflexive pronouns. Here, singular and plural are given. Singular reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself. Plural pronouns reflexive are ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Now let's try to understand through some examples. The underlined words are the same person, thing. I saw myself in the mirror. Why do you blame yourself? John sent himself a copy. Here, myself, yourself, and himself are the example of reflexive pronouns. Here, in these examples, myself, yourself, herself are used as an emphatic pronouns. Now let's see demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives have exactly the same forms. The way to differentiate them depends on their position relative to the antecedent determined nouns. Demonstrative pronouns are this, these, that, those. For example, the former, the latter, the first, the last, the other, the others, and so on. A demonstrative pronouns represent a thing or things. This and these are used for the near in distance or time, while that and those are used for the far in distance or time. Here, some demonstrative adjectives are given that are used this and these for near, and that and those are used for far or distance. For example, this tastes good. These are bad times. That is beautiful. Those were the days. Let's see some more examples. The word that has 4 main functions. Demonstrative pronouns or adjectives. That book is good. Relative pronouns. Anything that you remember could help a lot. Conjunction. He said that he had been there before. Adverb. The snow was that high. Here we have to pay attention when we use these words as demonstrative pronoun, as adjective, as relative pronouns, conjunctions, and as an adverb. Do not confuse demonstrative pronouns with demonstrative adjectives. They are identical, but a demonstrative pronoun stands alone, while a demonstrative adjective qualifies a noun. Here, the sentence that smells is an example of demonstrative pronouns. And in next example, the book is good. Here, that is an example of demonstrative adjective. Normally we use demonstrative pronouns for things only, but we can use them for people when the person is identified. Look at these examples. This is Joseph speaking. Is that Mary? That sound like John's. Now let's try to understand interrogative pronouns. We use interrogative pronouns to ask questions. The interrogative pronouns represent the things that we don't know, what we are asking the question about. There are four main interrogative pronouns: who, whom, what, and which. The possessive pronouns whose can also be an interrogative pronouns and interrogative possessive pronouns. Here, some persons, subject or object are given here. Persons, thing, person are given here. Who is used as a subject while whom is used as an object. And what is used for thing, which is used for person and thing, and whose is used for person in possessive. Let's try to understand through some examples. Here, the question is, who told you? The answer is, John told me. John is a subject, and we are asking for the subject here. Whom did you tell? I told Mary. Here we are asking about the object with the help of whom. So we got the answer Mary as an object. Now in third example, the question is what's happened? And we got the answer an accident happened. Here an accident is a subject. So we have asked here about the subject. Now let's see relative pronouns. A relative pronoun is a pronoun that introduces a relative clause. It is called a relative pronoun because it relates to the word that is modifies. There are 5 relative pronouns: who, whom, whose, which, and that. Who is used for the subject while whom is used for the object. So, who and whom are generally only for people. Whose is for possession, which is for things that can be used for people and things, and as subject and object in defining relative clauses. Relative pronouns can refer to singular or plural, and there is no difference between male and female. The examples are given here. The person who phoned me last night is my teacher. The car which hit me was yellow. The person whom I phoned last night is my teacher. The car whose driver jumped out just before the accident was completely destroyed. Here in these examples, who, which, whom, whose are called relative pronouns. So dear students, it was the explanation of the chapter number 5, Pronouns Part 2. I hope that you have learned very well